The time has finally come, in my opinion, one of the most anticipated sneaker releases of 2023. And that is, of course, the Jordan 4 Thunder. Now, we just did recently, got these in hand. Got them early, and for the most part, you know, I said a lot. I'm gonna say a lot now. If you haven't seen that video, don't worry. I'm gonna cover everything going on within this shoe right now as we speak. This is a shoe, a cult classic, a classic shoe that originally released back in 2006 when your boy was a freshman in college, and they released alongside with the Lightning. I showed a picture, hopefully I can show that picture again, of the two shoes when they originally released. I think back then they were probably retroing or, you know, retailing for $140. I could be wrong, I could be right, but Jordans were going for way less than what they are going for now back then. So these released alongside with these, and they were very exclusive. They were very exclusive at the time, and when they released, there was definitely some hype. Not the hype that we have today, but there was some, I would say, yeah, hype. I don't think it was even called hype back then, but people wanted the sneaker. Then 6 years later, the shoe retroed again in 2012, which even added more hype. And that time was the time of really what I would say where we're at now in sneaker culture. That was like the beginning of this little generation of it. You know, back before 2006s and all that, shoes were released. You know, you got your eBay magazines and all that like that tell you what's coming out, and you know, you go to the store and there's releases and little names here and there. But I want to say like 2012, 2011, some people will say it would have been the Concords that kind of popped it off. Concords, Cool Grays, and Breads, those releases in 2011, 2012. And I want to say, I don't know, the Cool Grays were in 2010. The Cool Grays are 2010, the Concords are 2011, and 2012 is the Breads. I could be wrong, I could be right, but the 2011 Concord was when people were going to the mall, getting stampeded on. People were walking out with stacks of shoes, flipping them at the time. All that was started really back then in 2011, what I think where we're at now. So we have like a good solid 10 years of just sneaker flipping, hype, culture, all the above. It's been going on for about a good solid 10 years. 2012, these released, these being way more sought after, and hopefully I got my dates right. I think they both kind of retroed in 2012. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I mean, these retroed in 2022, these retroed in 2023. So maybe there's some days and years apart on the releases of these, but when they came back out, highly sought after. This shoe at one time, I remember seeing it going for $1,200. This one for the most part was like $600. It didn't always go for the same amount as those, but still very, very well sought after. Fast forward, now we're here, we're getting this release recently, now we're on this one, and these are currently going for around $280 after all the fees and all that. You're gonna be paying around $325. Now, do I think that this shoe is definitely gonna be something that's gonna sit? No, I don't see these sitting whatsoever. I do, however, know for at least that Soul Play was be getting a good amount of pairs. So first come, first serve will be how they're more than likely gonna be releasing them in store. Just stay tuned, follow their Twitter, follow their Instagram. I will link it down below in the description so you guys can stay up to date. But first come, first serve is I think how they're gonna do the actual store releases in Lawrenceville and Decatur. And then online, I think they're gonna go more so towards the direction of EQL depending on how the demand is, because first come, first serve online has this now became bots. You know, in store you got proxies, online you got bots. If you don't know what a proxy is you doing in store only pickup. Somebody brings their friend, or somebody will go and get their sister, their brother. People even get homeless people to stand in line and get shoes nowadays. It gets wild like that. That's just where we're at now. But with that being said, I think this is an overall big time general release that has a huge amount of demand, so it won't feel as general as you think. As far as material goes on the shoe, it's a nubuck all on the whole entire upper. Very nice, very solid. Compared to this one, there is some differences. This one, the nubuck on here, it has a little bit more like porous feeling to it. It's hard to explain, but it's giving me a more grip. This is more smooth butter. Butterscotch patty melt. This is a little bit more like a spongy bread. However, it's very, very soft, very nice, well built. Have no issues with it whatsoever. But it is soft, but it's not as smooth as on the Lightning. And then the shoe overall, of course, you have the tour yellow going on the midsole, front pod, also on the end. And inside the nets, you got the tour yellow and on the webbing. The actual box says black, white, tour yellow, 8.5 Jordan 4. The box, check it out, cement splatter. You got the yellow Jumpman Flight on the inside, all yellow with your paper. pretty typical Jordan 4 box. Jordan 4s have been probably one of my favorite shoes. I mean, you got the Jordan 6s with released in 91, the maroon probably being one of my favorite shoes of all time, specifically just because I love maroon. I love the Jordan 6. I love the fact that it is an OG colorway. But overall favorite model, I'm gonna probably give it up to the 4. And then with the 4, you got like white cement coming in like as number 1, black cement's like right around there as 2, and then I mean, military blue's cool and all that, but I'm really digging. These are definitely probably top 5 in 4 colorways. This one as well, like definitely, people are gonna pick this over that. But as far as like how the shoe is, like for instance, people that are gonna pick based upon how much a shoe's reselling for will go for this, but a cement 4 and a black cement 4 just hits. You know, it's just classic. For some reason, I feel like this one, you can rock it with pretty much everything. I don't know what it is, but if I had to choose one shoe only to wear and actually rock, I'm gonna go with the Thunder because that black and yellow is easier to rock than an all yellow shoe. This black is gonna allow me to rock pretty much with anything, even if there is yellow in there. That all over yellow, you can make some things work, you know, make some things shake, but it just is what it is. I mean, this goes perfect with my hat. It goes perfect with the shirt, new sample shirt. This shirt is dropping this upcoming Saturday. Make sure you guys go follow us over on Twitter. Saturday at 10 a.m., same time as this shoe release, so stay tuned. White Jordan on the back, the paint job on the midsole, in my opinion, A1. Have no issues, no widow's peaks, the cuts, the toe box, everything is shaped real well. The tongue itself, very nice and plush, you know, lined up for the most part. There's no like ridges, you know, sometimes the tongues can get very weird. Even like on this lightning tongue, it wants to sit like that. It just, I don't know, sometimes I hate that with Jordan 4. Sometimes like the tongues just don't want to act right. But for the most part, that one's nice. Same with this. And yeah, man, it's a Jordan 4 Thunder. I mean, it's doing its Thug Dizzle. Quick front shot, looking real nice. We had the Red Thunders released, what, last year, I want to say. Now we have the original, actual done dotted Thunders releasing this year. I'm all for it. I think overall, this is an instant cop. This is going in the collection. And I think that everybody is going to be going for this shoe. Some people said that they don't like it, but I mean, look, you could be the person that want to be, you know, there's some people in life that just want to go against the grain and they see everybody like something. They just want to dog it, you know, and that's fine. If that's you, hey, go for it. If you honestly just don't like it, hey, that's also you, go for it. But there's just nothing that I can find wrong with black and yellow in a colorway and this shoe in general. Now, if you hate the Steelers or something, I get it. If you're a Steelers fan, this is your shoe. It is what it is. White Jumpman, Tor yellow, black, bottom, A1 steak sauce. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, and I'm gonna end you guys off with an on-foot review. Let's get it. you.